Hello everyone and welcome back to another Hookster Talks with me and Mr. TB the Bear, everyone's favourite bear. Oh yes, there's TB, TB the Bear. Everyone loves TB. Lewis Hamilton, #1 fan, aren't you, TB? Yes, he says. Yes, he loves Lulu. He loves Lulu. Oh dear. Right. Oh my goodness. What's going on here? The chat's gone crazy. This reminds me of that scary movie film when the cat starts attacking Anna Ferris and she goes, "My pussy's gone crazy." I love that bit. They're stupid bloody films, but I love them. Because I love anything that's stupid. Right, anyway, here we go. Let's start off. Hello, Mr. Plino Plessy. Welcome to the stream. Bloody hell. It's all kicked off quick. I've only been on air 5 minutes. And 3 of those I was sending links out. Congratulations to Max Verstappen on winning the Singapore Grand Prix. Yes, indeedy. I think it's going to happen. It's the only track he hasn't won on. I think he will do it this year. Quite possibly. Hello, Paddock Lesbian said must spam. And hello, Mr. Will F1. Must get the XP lead. Spam. Let's not talk about Hungary. I'm actually quite impressed how well I did at Hungary, because I was bored out of my mind from lap 1 onwards. Yes, it was horrible. I hate it. Oh, that twat still exists. Hungary is amazing. Hungary is great. Hello, Shane. Welcome to the stream. He says, rest in peace, Roscoe, Lewis Hamilton's dog. Yes, indeed. Rest in peace to Roscoe. I did a video earlier in the week saying about that Roscoe has sadly died. Obviously, people do a lot of bashing to Lewis Hamilton. I've done it myself because it's justified. But in this situation, I've seen a lot of hate online as well about this. A lot of people taking the piss. Nah, I don't agree with that whatsoever. So we're gonna give Lulu a pass right now, and I'm not really gonna be interested in what he does at Singapore, to be honest. So I'm not gonna start bashing him on Monday if he ends up, I don't know, 16th finish. Let's just give him a pass for this weekend. One thing we do know is that he bloody loved that dog. Yes, he bloody loved that dog. That was clear for anyone to see. Roscoe had 1.4 million subscribers on Instagram, which is just absolutely amazing to me. Yes. That means I'm less popular than a dog. I am less popular than a dog because I've got about, I don't actually use my Instagram account. I think I've got about 250 followers or something on there. Something ridiculous. But yeah, I'm less popular than a dog. Amazing. So yeah, well done to Roscoe for getting 1.4 million subscribers. Absolutely unbelievable. So as I say, he loved that dog. So let's just give Lulu a pass for this weekend, and we'll be back to normal for the next Grand Prix. So yes, rest in peace, Roscoe, Lewis Hamilton's dog. Unlike Will, yeah, I second that. That's because I'm sensational. Yes, we can't hear you. He's going about my sound again. My sound is outputting. You want to turn your bloody headphones up or something, you deaf old git. Oh my god! Wait a minute. Let's go to my tablet and see if I can find myself on YouTube. He said this last week. I'm sure he's just trolling me, about this sound, because my sound is coming out. I can see it's coming out. It says it's coming out. I don't know. Where am I? Here I am. What I need to do is I need to sing a song. Yes, I need to sing a song, and then I can listen back to myself to make sure my sound's working properly. So let me just. Oh look, it did that, and I couldn't even spell it properly. So I'm gonna do a song now, and then I shall play it back, and hopefully it'll be. Is this the real life, Or is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come, sends shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye everybody, I've got to go, gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, ooh, I don't wanna die, I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. I gotta do the bit in the middle now, just to finish it off, so everyone else can tune off now. I see a little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango, thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening, Galileo, Figaro, Magnifico, oh, but I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me, he's just a poor boy from a poor family, spare him from the life of this monstrosity. Easy come, will you let me go? No, we will not let you go, let him go. We will not let you go, let him go. Let him go. Oh, God. Well, I'm going to listen to that back now. Come on, Hookster from 2 minutes ago. Hurry up. Here I am. I need to sing a song. Yeah. We'll sing the bloody song. I can listen back to myself. Yeah, well, hurry up then, you senile old bastard. So, yeah, sing it. Let me just, Oh, God. Sing the song. Oh, look, he did that and I couldn't even spell it properly. Come on, sing the song. I'm gonna do a song. Shut up. Sing it. Yeah, whatever, you boring old fart. That's better. Or is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. There you go. Nothing wrong with my bloody sound. Turn your headphones up. Clear the wax out your bloody ears. Do something, I don't know. But my sound's perfect. He's just trolling me, I'm sure he is. Just trolling me. Right, here we go. Shane says, have you ever played Ayrton Senna, Kart Duel 1 and 2 on the PS1, Dave? I have not, Shane. I have not. I must admit, I have not. Norris no more wins in 2025, says Will. Oh, my goodness. Hello, Mr. Polish Eddie. Welcome to the street. He says, of course he... Exactly. There's the answer. You see, I didn't even need to go into it. There's the answer. Of course he can still win it. Water is wet. Hungary is a great track. The Earth is round. What? What? The Earth is round? What strange sorcery is this? No, no, no! Those flat earthers are going to be... Oh my goodness, they're going to be beside themselves with grief at you saying that. Because the Earth is not round. No, it's flat. We all know it's flat. Yes, it's flat. It goes on forever, the Earth. Yes. Because obviously if it was flat, it would have to go on forever, wouldn't it? Because it's flat. Yeah. Because if it's round, then obviously... It's got to finish somewhere, hasn't it? Because it's round. So, it goes round and then obviously it starts, then it finishes because it's round, isn't it? But if it's flat, it's never ending. Yeah, the whole of the Earth is completely fills the galaxy. Yeah, completely fills... There is no sun. There's no sun. It's just us in our little flat Earth yacht sailing through the galaxy. Yes, our big flat Earth yacht sailing through the galaxy. Because no sun, that thing up in the sky, that's not the sun. No. No, that's not the sun at all. No. One of these days we're gonna our floating yacht, our flat Earth yacht is gonna just gonna slam straight into the sun. Yeah, and then they'll be proved wrong, won't they? Yes. It's like that alien spacecraft that's coming towards us. I'm getting very excited for this alien spacecraft. It's gonna reach us, I think, by about November sometime, which is. I don't know. Surely if it was an alien spacecraft, they'd have like warp drive or something. They could have got here by now, surely. Why is it taking so bloody long? I'm getting too excited for this now. Yes. I mean, November, it's only just October. Come on. What are you doing? Put it into warp 10.20 or something. I don't know. Just warp it in here because, they're all saying on YouTube that it's an alien civilization. They're going to come and destroy the planet. Yes, please come and destroy the planet. Because let's face it, it's what we all deserve, really, isn't it? Yes, so come and do it. Come and do it. Can't wait. But I'm also a little bit partial to getting abducted into their spaceship and the old anal probe. Anyway, let's move on. You did say you played Grand Theft... Yes, I have played Grand Theft Auto, Shane, yes. Unfortunately, I couldn't play the top-down ones. Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 and London, I think it was. That's all the top-down ones, isn't it? Apart from Chinatown Wars, which was slightly skew with. Yeah, I couldn't play them because, unfortunately, I've probably mentioned it before, I do get vertigo. And I did try Grand Theft Auto 1, but as soon as it started zooming in and zooming out when you started driving the car along, it just set off my vertigo. So that was a no-no for me. So my Grand Theft Auto journey started with GTA 3, like a lot of people's did, really, to be honest, because it was the first one in 3D. I started on GTA 3, because that was fine, 3D graphics, and I got no vertigo from that, so that was fine. That's where I started. Will says, do a 100% race in heavy rain at Hungary on F1 2001 for Christmas. No, and bloody no, Will. No, and no again. And no again. No. San Andreas is the best Grand Theft Auto game ever. I agree. I love San Andreas. I really do. Best game ever. It even beat Grand Theft Auto 4, which I have to say I do like as well. And Grand Theft Auto 5 I was never that keen on, to be honest. The story mode was a bit meh. It was alright, but compared to Grand Theft Auto 4, it was the story in Grand Theft Auto 4 was so much better. So GTA 5 was a little bit meh to me. God, giving myself an ice cream headache singing now. My temporal lobe is giving me pain. Fuck the bear again. Yes. Now, we could sort of literally put those words into a sentence, Will, and we could do that for real, but I can't because it's YouTube. Yes, I can't. I'm sorry. I'll get taken off air. Yes, within seconds. Imagine if that happened and I got an email from YouTube saying that you were taken off air of your stream for simulating sex with your pet. That would be great. Was playing F1 2011 recently. The they murdered Istanbul. They did. Well, they murdered the whole game, actually, because it drove like a boat. There was a racing game series you may never heard of, Dave. It's called Ford Racing. I've played a few of them on the PS2. I have actually heard of Ford Racing, Shay. Yes, I've heard of that one. I've never played it, but yeah, they made quite a few of those, didn't they? Ford Racing, and then they come up with a brilliant sequel title, Ford Racing 2. And then there was another one, and do you know what that was called? That was called Ford Racing 3. I know, those crazy developer guys, they're just brilliant at their names. But I think there may have been some more, I can't remember. But anyway. Hungary should host multiple ERA. No, it should not. To be honest, I've always felt it's a little overrated. It's a fine circuit, but it's nothing amazing. Atmosphere there is particularly flat. Needs things built around it. True. Hungary is a fucking brilliant track. No, it's not. TMY 100 times less popular than the dog. I have to say, you're probably right there. You're probably right. It's decent. Prefer it to Turkey. The sound is fine now. Oh, thank you. The sound is fine now. I think the sound was fine before. Don't say that Turkey is the best tracks in the world, apparently. It was when you had it on mute. Oh, okay. I did have it on mute before I came on, yes, because I could hear some noise coming up, so I just mute it for a minute. H-U-N, Hun. Plan of Plenty says, top of the pops tomorrow night. There's absolutely no one of interest in 1998 except for garbage. Oh, was that Stupid Girl? Was that one? Was that one, Stupid Girl? That's only garbage when I remember. Oh, and of course they did the Bond theme as well, didn't they? Which one was that? The world is not in... Was that it? The world is not enough. Is that the one? I can't remember. I'm just trying to think. Yeah. Tomorrow Never Dies, but that was Sheryl Crow, wasn't it? Yeah, Sheryl Crow. Tomorrow Never Dies. Yeah. So I think it must have been The World Is Not Enough. Garbage. That's right, because she was in it, wasn't she? She was one of the casino girls, the lead singer of Garbage. I remember that. G-U-A-R-N. What the Hungary, yes. Very clever indeed. Yes, Hungary, TMY, wow. Dave, you've destroyed all our eardrums with your singing, so you don't need to check the sound now. Did you like my singing? Did you like it? I know, it's good, isn't it? My singing is just great. It really is. Do you have a favourite WRC game on the PS2? I don't actually know if I played any on the PS2, Shane. Not the WRC games, because I was always the Colin McRae fanboy, so I don't think I played it on the PS2. But I don't think I played it on the PS3. The first WRCs I've been playing was on the PS4, and that was only because they were in the PlayStation store very, very cheap. It was like a triple pack for about 15 quid a couple of years ago. So, yeah, I started on WRC 5, 6 and 7. There you go. They're all cheap in a triple pack for 15 quid. I started on them. So, yeah, I haven't actually played the older ones. Sepang is amazing. Best of the Tilka tracks. Shane says, I can sing myself, though. Well done, Shane. Well done. Maybe one day you can sing us a song. Incredible Rhapsody. Well, thank you, Mr. Eddie. Thank you very much. I know. It's brilliant. This singing is a travesty. This is not singing. Travesty is understand. Listen. You're just Philistines. Look, Eddie loved it. Okay, and so there you go. Okay, there you go. There's confirmation. It's absolutely fine. And yeah, my singing is amazing. I agree. Is that a tablet you got there, Dave? Yes, it is, Shane. It is a tablet. It's my tablet I use when I'm here in the office doing YouTube stuff, because I've got lots of timers on it and stuff like that, so it tells me when I should be doing YouTube and not messing around. So I've got all that on here. Yeah, it's I can't remember what it is. I've had it about a year now, quite a while. It was a cheap one, because I get everything cheap on special offers. Yeah, I don't pay full price for anything, me. I think it's I can't remember what make it is. It's a Lenovo. It's a Lenovo. Yes. What I can't understand is it comes with Dolby Atmos. Why on earth you'd want Dolby Atmos on a tablet? But it comes with it. It's got Dolby Atmos on it, yeah. Which is just crazy to me, because as I say, what the hell would you want Dolby Atmos on a tablet for? Crazy. But yeah, it wasn't very expensive. It's let me turn it off so you can see it better. There it is. It's not very expensive. It's a 9-inch tablet. I've got another one which I use for everything. It's on the charge at the moment, but it's very, very old now, and it's an old Samsung. But that's a 10-inch tablet, and that's Christ, I've had that. That's 6 years old now. So I got this so that if the Samsung packs up, I've still got this one that I can use. So yeah, but it wasn't that expensive. It was on sale. I think it was about 60 quid or something. 60 quid, something like that. Wasn't much, because I don't spend much. You're in the wrong place if you wanted sympathy. I know that. Dave's bald head, Dave is round, Dave is God, Dave is silly, Dave is stupid. These streams are TB, cuddle me. Will F1 just said in the chat, these streams are shite. That's what he just said. These streams are shite. What do you mean, well, they are shite? Get back down there, you stupid bear. He's not having any dinner tonight, I'll tell you. Dave is an alien. Dave is an AI alien. I am. You're right. There's no way I can be a real person. I agree with you. Some more F1 drivers kart racing games you never played, along with Michael Schumacher World Kart Racing 2002. Yes, indeed. Don't start Dave on games. No. Ayrton Senna Kart Jaw 1 and 2 or some more F1 driver kart games you've never played. Do it, Hooky. Hungry. No is the best. Show everyone my tier list of every track I've ever raced on F1 games and what I think of them to drive. No. We don't care about your tier list. We don't care about your opinions. They're having to go at each other again. I love it in the chat. These two, I tell you. I should organise a boxing match between these two. What do you reckon, everyone in the chat? Will versus the lesbians. Yeah. It'll be like Mike Tyson against that bloke off of YouTube. What is it? Logan's Privates. I don't know what his name was. Jake Paul. I don't know. Jake Logan. Whatever it was. But we should do it like this. We should do it between Will and the Paddock lesbians. Yes. It's gonna be another Rumble in the Jungle. Yes. Although if there's lesbians involved, it may be the Fumble Down Under. Who knows? KD, show them this show, that show my calendar. We don't care about your opinions. Hello, Mr. Regara. Welcome to the stream. Yes, you've joined just at the right time. Viva Las Vegas. I know what you mean for the top-down Grand Theft Auto games 1 and 2 in London. They are difficult to play because of them being top-down. They are difficult to play, but it was basically just because of my vertigo that I couldn't play them. Because as I say, anything that zooms in and out quite rapidly sets me right off. Unfortunately, Formula Legends is setting off my vertigo, but that's okay because I can't play the bloody game anyway. Because it's too bloody hard. And they still haven't fixed it yet. I'm sitting there with my £15.99 spent going, fix the bloody game. They're worse than Codemasters. Honestly, they're worse than Codemasters. Aren't all of them garbage if there's no one of interest? Yes. All your opinions are garbage. Who are these two? Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Yes. They do sound like it at times, I tell you. You say Josh has to have a different opinion, but the reality is it's you, not him. Silverstone is the best track after Spa. Suzuka and Spa are the best tracks for driving. Shane says, well, I didn't think you'd heard of the Ford Racing games, Dave. I played some of them like Ford Racing 2, Ford Racing 3 and Ford Racing Off-Road on the PS2. I thought there was more than 3 of them. Yes, I have heard of them, definitely. Suzuka is definitely top 10. Monaco is better than Hungary. Yes, Will, I agree with you. You're quite right, it is. I can't stand Monaco, but compared to Hungary, it is better. Can't disagree with that, apart from Monaco. Monaco is a fucking brilliant track. I do like Hungary. I never used to like Suzuka. Warmed to it a lot in the last 6 or 7 years, though. Maybe that's because you couldn't drive on it. Hungaroring is decent. Was more so that the races there were a bit hit and miss, but that was before I really appreciated tracks for what they were. Good boy, TB. Well in, TB. Like, Ford Racing is probably one of the forgotten racing game franchises. Yeah, I think it is. I remember they used to sell them very cheap as well, didn't they? They were only like platinum back in the old days when you got platinum games. They were only platinum prices when they first came out, weren't they? Show the tier list towards the end. I will do. Don't worry. Paddock 69 versus Will F1 Gaming. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Logan Private Sergeant. I can't wait for that. We need a boxing match between these two. Yeah, that's what we need. We need to set it up. I can scissor him down, says Paddock. Ooh, I like the sound of that. I do like scissoring. I don't think so. Yorkshire Power is... Look, they're already bigging themselves up like boxers are. Look at this. They're bigging themselves up already like boxers. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. You won't win at the end. Oh, look at the confidence. Look at the Mike Tyson confidence. Yeah, look at it. Love it. Fixed. Do an impression of Fixed. I tell you what, I've been in the background this week watching it all kick off, and it's been absolutely brilliant. It really has. Those channels are off the hook. They are so on the fringe. It's not even funny. That bloody Fixed and what's the other one? F.F1 or whatever it is. When he first started, I've said this before. I was quite annoyed by him, but the more I've watched his videos, he's just a bit daft. To be honest, he's just a bit daft, and I just found out he's excuse me. I've just found out he's 43 years old. 43 years old. If he hasn't worked out how the world works at 43, there's no hope. But anyway, we'll forget about it because I say he's just a bit daft. I can't really be bothered to even have a go at him because he's just daft. In one sentence he says everyone should not be eating crisps, and in the next sentence he says, oh, but I love crisps. But you just completely destroyed your argument. I just made me laugh so much. Oh yes, all you out there, stop eating crisps. Oh, but I love crisps. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's just been brilliant. I mean, Fixed is just he's the biggest. I think he's the biggest Looney Tune on the planet, quite possibly. I mean, there may be worse, but he's definitely up there. And all these satanic followers, they're the ones that get me, because that's all I do. I just look at all the comments, and they're like, oh my god, they're just raging. A lot of people say, yeah, but don't forget, Dave, he's got a lot of followers. That's right, he has got a lot of followers. But don't forget, everyone, so did Hitler. So that doesn't say much, does it? But yeah, the raging is just unbelievable. The raging is just brilliant. It's like a comedy channel now. It really is. It's like a comedy channel, and they're all in there, and they are so convinced of their beliefs as well. That's what amazes me. I'm like, are you sure? Are you really that sure? Yes, but there you go. So have you played any of the full race? No, I haven't, Shane. I've never played any of them. No, I just know about them, but I've never played any of them. Monaco, Hungary agreed. Fix probably likes Hungary because Hamilton has 8 wins at that track. He probably does, yeah. Hungary is brilliant. Fuji is more overrated. Fixed. Barcelona is an underrated racetrack, not going to lie. Host the fight on Chatham High Street. Yes, we could do that because, to be honest, no one would even notice. No, no one would even notice. You'd be sitting there fighting. You'd be standing there fighting each other, and everyone would just be going about their business because it's a common occurrence in Chatham High Street to people to be fighting anyway. So, yeah, it wouldn't make any difference. Barcelona is better without that chicane. Yes, water is wet. Wonderful. Oh, yes. I've given up on him because he's just wonderful because he's just a flip-flop. He's just a flip-flop. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing any more Formula 1 content. If you contact me, I will be deleting you. 4 days later, oh, look, here's some Formula 1 content because I got bored. Ah, dear. F.F1. Yes, F.F1. Yes, you can't forget the legendary F.F1. As I say, I was when I first started watching him, I was quite offended. I have to say, quite offended by some of the things he was saying. But now I've watched some more of him. I say he's just a bit daft. He's just a bit daft. And at 43 years old, if you haven't worked out how the world works by now, there's not much hope for you. There's not much hope for you, I have to say. So yeah, herpes is better than that chicane. What? He's 40. Yes, Will. He's 40. I found that out the other day. Yes, because someone called him out and let slip his age. He's 43. Yeah, I was surprised as well because he sounds like about 12. He does. He sounds like about 12. I thought he was like 22, 23 at the most. That's just because of the way he speaks. Obviously, like all these fringe YouTubers, you can't see their faces because they're too scared to show their faces on camera. You know, hi. Look at this ugly mug. Yeah, look. Yeah. Means I'm not hiding anything though, doesn't it? Yes. They won't show their faces on camera. So, but just listening to him, he sounded like about 23. Sounded about 23, but no, he's 43. He's only like 15 years younger than me. I thought that was great. Mr. Regala says, should be harder for McLaren not to win the title on Sunday than to win, but you never know with them. You are 560, Dave. Right, that's true. That's true. We don't care. Do an impression of wonderful. No. For narrow is the gate not to win, and wide is the gate to win, but their drivers are Norris and Piastri. Well, there you go. There is a bit of something there from Mr. Rugal. Really, I see your best friend wearing McLaren shirts. A lot of people that don't care. Planter says, get Jermaine Jane as oops on the all seasons front. No, he's not going to be appearing. Will says, do an impression of Fixed. No, I can't. I can't because all his fan club will be after me. Yes. Waving their handbags furiously. Get Jack Nicholls on the all-seat. No. Jack Nicholls. I wonder what he's doing now. I've not heard a thing about Jack Nicholls. Well, you're not going to, but I haven't heard a thing about him. So I was just wondering what he's doing now. It's just such a shame. It really is. How these people. I mean, he was doing very well, wasn't he? He was tipped to be one of the F1 commentators, wasn't he? He was one of the commentators in waiting, really, and he was tipped that he was going to take over as one of the F1 commentators. And it's just amazing to me that you would blow that opportunity. I just don't get it. But there you go. Life is very, very strange. Very, very strange indeed. As I say, he's probably flipping burgers at Burger King now because he definitely wouldn't be doing anything involved in media or anything like that. I can't see that ever happening. But so he's just doing a standard job, I would say, somewhere. I mean, I'm not saying he's flipping burgers, but he'll be doing something. A standard job. It could be anything, to be honest, but it certainly won't be anything to do with media or broadcasting, which is a shame. It really is, because I used to listen to him, and he was bloody good. He was bloody good, but he threw it all away. Threw himself under the bus. like they are any other games of the Ford Racing series, there are Ford Mustang, The Legend Lives, Ford Racing Full Blown, which is an arcade version of Ford Racing 4, and Ford Street. Bloody hell, there's a lot of them then, wasn't there? There's a lot of them. Wonderful is Gandhi. Is he? You could be right there. You could be right there. James Atkins. Yes, James Atkins. Oh, dear. Sitting there shouting into a microphone while claiming his universal credit and getting his tea from his mum with no ketchup. Oh my God, what a life that must be. I just wonder though, with all these rants he does, and he gets so involved in it, doesn't he? I wonder what his girlfriend thinks about all this, you know? I wonder what she... Oh, okay. Let's move on. It must be incredible, though. It must be incredible when you've got this singular view, and I'm just wondering what's going to happen in 20 years' time. Yeah, when he looks back at these videos that he made and thinks to himself, "What the hell was I doing?" I mean, he's basically the David Icke of F1 conspiracy theories now, isn't he? He is the David Icke. He definitely is. I mean, David was a very respected sports presenter, commentator. I think he started in journalism as well, and he's very, very respected. And then he just completely went off his nut. Yes, claimed religion, claimed the world was going to end. I think that was 20 years ago now, so that didn't work, did it? It's just so many claims, unbelievable. Oh, that's right, he claimed he was the son of God, didn't he? That's right, I remember that. Yes, he claimed he was the son of God. Yes, and just crazy, absolutely crazy that these people just. I mean, they start off completely normal. I expect James was completely normal in his younger years. I don't see that, anything happened that would have changed that, but something just clicked in his mind. Probably watching too many Matrix movies, to be honest, because, you can blame that for everything, because that's what it's all about. They watch the Matrix movies and they think, that's real. Yes, the whole world's a conspiracy. I agree with you. Yes, there's only 12 people in the world that are actually running the world. It's all a big cabal, just like the Freemasons. Yes. No. No. And I believe in UFOs and extraterrestrials from outside the solar. I believe in all that. But you've got to have some kind of reality, You've got to bring yourself down to earth and say to yourself, now, Abu Dhabi 2021, was that a massive conspiracy and everyone was in against it? No, not really, was it? Let's face it. As I said before, it's just a bloody TV show on the telly, like EastEnders. Yes, that's all it is. It's just a TV show. Yeah, they made some fuck-ups I agree, they did make some fuck-ups. Some terrible decisions were made. But did they do that on purpose? No, because they're human beings. And every human being on the planet makes fuck-ups. Yes. And that's exactly what happened. Abu Dhabi 2021. It was a fuck-up day. That's what it was. Everyone just fucked up. But did they do it on purpose as some big conspiracy? No, of course not. How could they do that anyway? It's live TV for one thing, and how could they orchestrate that live? I mean, if it was pre-recorded, yeah, you could say anything, but it was live. It was all unfolding live, So there's just no way that they could be involved in a conspiracy when it's live. Everyone seems to forget that it was live. Anyway, let's calm down now. Calm down. Ariana Bravo, yes. Spain Turn 1 is really good as well. Yes, it is. Well, it's surprising you've heard about the Ford racing games if you've never played any of them. I know, but I do like to keep my ear to the ground on anything to do with racing, Shane. Get F.F1 on this all season. Oh, God. I could do. Unfortunately, he's a little bit difficult to get because if you watch any of his videos, he's always got that background music going constantly. I don't understand what that's all about, to be honest. Yeah. Is it supposed to emphasise his voice? I don't know. He emphasises that enough because he puts his voice through echo. He sounds like a train announcer. The train on platform 5 is calling at Rochester, Strew, Dartford, Abbey Woolwich, Arsenal, London Bridge and Victoria. Well, F.F1, please turn down the echo, because there's no bloody point. You know, you could just talk normally like I am. Yes. No echo on this microphone. Yes. Bloody hell. So he's quite difficult to get because he's always got that ding music going in the background. So yeah, any music in the background and my AI robot gets very confused. Yes, very confused. But I'll have a go. I'll have a go. Not this week because I've already done this week's, but I'll have a go. I'll have a go. Plan of Pleasure says, I was playing a bit of F1 World Grand Prix on the Dreamcast earlier on an emulator. Had to figure out the controls, but it's not a bad game. Wow. I've never actually played on the Dreamcast. Not even on an emulator. But yeah. I'd have loved to have played on a Dreamcast, I must admit. Because it just looks so cool. Just looks so cool. Jermaine Janus needs to be there. Yes. It's all out on other versions. It's just the PS1 version that's cacked, Plynal. Yes, that's true. The PS1 version of F1 World Grand Prix is absolutely cacking awful. Yes. Yes. Do you know any other forgotten video game franchises, Dave? There you go. Just been answered by Paddock Lesbians. Flat Out. Yes, that is a forgotten franchise. You had Flat Out 1. Then you had Flat Out 2, both brilliant games. Then unfortunately, they decided they didn't want to do any more. And those developers were the same developers who now do Wreckfest. And they've done Wreckfest, and we've got Wreckfest 2 coming out shortly. But after Flat Out 2, they decided they weren't going to do any more. So another developer took it over for Flat Out 3, and naturally, it was nowhere near as good as Flat Out 1 and 2. And then, of course, there was Flat Out 4 as well, which apparently is even worse. And I think that's even another developer as well. Yes, that's pure garbage, apparently. But Flat Out was brilliant. You could play human darts. Do you remember that? Those little sub-mini games, human darts, where you just drove your car to the wall and then your little person would smash through the windscreen and land somewhere on the dartboard. All arms and legs all twisted and everything. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. I might have to go and get that game again off eBay just to play those mini games, and I think I might do it in a video because I loved that. It was just brilliant. Yeah, throw your little person at the dartboard. Yes. And see his little twisted limbs as he hits the board. Yes. I can't remember. Did he make a noise when he hit the ball? Did he go, ow? Or something? I can't remember. Long time ago. But I used to love that. I used to love that little mini game. I might have to get Flat Out again. Ooh, Burger King. Oh, yes. Get Boris Johnson on this all season's rubbish. Get Keir Starmer. Actually, I'm just going to write some of these down because I'm getting very low on suggestions. I never actually look back at these live streams because it takes so long for this chat to come on. Literally, it's 7 days later before the chat is actually processed on these live streams. It's very, very weird. I don't know why it takes YouTube that long, but there you go. Boris Johnson. I have to give the public just one instruction. You must stay at home. I won't. I'll be out partying all night. Yes, but you lot, you peasants, you must stay at home. Who else have we got? Keir Starmer. Oh my God, Keir Starmer. He's got to be on there at some point. Rishi Sunak. Rishi Sunak. I wonder what's happened to him. Not heard a peep out of Rishi Sunak. He was on my telly every night when I was watching Sky News. Well, I still watch Sky News, but what I'm saying is he was on it every night when Sky News was on when he was Prime Minister. Now he's gone. Not a peep. Not a peep. I've not even seen him on the back benches. Perhaps he's flipping burgers at Burger King now as well. Drake to predict a Leclerc victory and then he crashes on the final lap. Yes. Get Margaret Thatcher on. Oh my goodness. I'm going to write that one down actually, Will. Because she would be a very difficult one to do because her voice. I'll explain about the AI voice. It's all to do with the microphone quality, okay? So if I'm going back to someone old like Margaret Thatcher, all of her voice recordings would have been recorded back in the 80s when microphone quality was nowhere near as good as what it is now. So it's very, very difficult to do the older ones because the AI robot doesn't really know how to do it properly because the voices that it samples, they have to be very clear and they have to be pretty precise. So all the modern voices that I do up to date are very easy to do. Sometimes it still gets them wrong and it still can't do accents to save its life. Yes, it cannot do accents. So it gets it wrong. So the older voices are a lot more difficult to do because of the microphone quality back, when they were out. Some of them were difficult, but I'll give old Baggy a go at one point. Couldn't really get used to the N64 version. Fixed has done an 85-minute video about the guy he talked about him on the video you showed. Oh yes, Charlie Sturgis. Yes, they've all gone to town on Charlie Sturgis this week. I'll tell you. Yes. F.F1's made a video about him because apparently he said something really racist in one of his videos. I won't repeat what he said. That's up to people to condemn it themselves, so I'm not going to repeat it here. But apparently he said something really racist, and so F.F1's having a go at him, and then of course Fixed, as you say, has done an 85-minute video. 85-minute video. Unbelievable. I did actually look up Charlie Sturgis. He's on Instagram. He's a former Olympic diver. Yes. A former Olympic diver. That's what he says on his Instagram. Now, of course, that may be complete bullshit. He's made it up to just make him look big, but I don't know. Maybe he was. He will be in the same company then as Jason Statham. Because if anyone doesn't know, Jason Statham was a former Olympic diver back in his very younger days, of course, before he started to become an actor. There you go, a little bit of history on Hookster Talks. Like I completed Ford Racing on the PS2, I managed to get 100% on that game, and I nearly got 100% completion on Ford Racing 2 on the PS2. Get R. Kelly on this all season. No. Top of the Pops next week is the night where 5 become 4, if you know what I'm talking about. Ah, yes. The Spice Girls. When 2 become 1. That should be Red Bull's theme tune now. Hamilton was robbed by his finger touching the brake magic. Yes. Talk about EA. I will do. It's AI. It'll all get confused anyway. Get Josh's mum on this all season's rubbish. Bloody hell. Looks like Alex Dunn is going to Red Bull. Yeah, I did just see that. Get Harvey Weinstein on this. No. No Harvey's on the all seasons. No. The Dreamcast had some decent games. Metropolis Street Racer is one of them. I've heard about that one. I've never played it, obviously, because I've never had a Dreamcast, but I've heard it's a good game. Get all-time spammer Plynor Plessy on this all-season's rubbish. Yes. So you say you like to keep your ears out for racing games. Yes, I do, Shane. Absolutely. Get Rugara on this all-season. Yes, I would do if he's actually said anything. Any of you lot out there, I'm telling you now, while I'm pointing my pen at you, yeah, if you've said anything on YouTube 30 seconds or longer, you're in trouble. Because I'll grab you. I'll grab that voice, mate. All I need is 30 seconds of your voice. I'll grab you. I did that with Laurie, didn't I? The hell is that? Hang on, I think someone's ringing me. Why isn't it coming through on the computer though? Someone's ringing me on something. Someone's ringing me on something. Hang on. I could do it in the other room. I can't understand why it hasn't come through on here. Who was ringing me on Facebook? Oh! It's this man. Hello? Hang on, I've got to sort out the... I don't know if you can have any sound come through. Stand by. Don't say a word. Hello?
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Hang on. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Lovely. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just putting some burgers on the barbie.
Burgers on the barbie?
Burgers on the barbie, that's right. Yeah, how's it going, Dave?
Yeah, not so bad, mate. Not so bad. Let me just get you in view here and get my chat on. There you go. Say hello to my chat. There's lots of people in here tonight.
Hello, chat. Hey, Will F1, I saw P&L Pessy.
Yeah, they're all in there. All the famous ones.
I think is in there. All the regular, the usual suspects are in there.
Regular reprobates are in here. Will says shrimp. Are you cooking shrimp?
No shrimp on the barbie.
No
just
shrimp
burgers.
On the barbie. That's not on, is it? It's amazing to me to see you there in full daylight and it's pitch black dark where I am. It's just, it just blows my mind, that you got the sun shining.
I guess that confirms that the Earth is a ball and not a flat disc.
Oh,
right?
no! Don't say that, Dom. Don't say that. No.
Oh no, you're not a flat earther, are you, Dave?
Oh no, definitely not. But I'm just saying that they'll come after me if you say that.
Oh yeah,
they will.
The Flat Earth Society's coming after you.
Yes. Paddock Lesbian says all the degenerates are here. Yes, that's us too. Definitely degenerates.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Look,
so I was gonna say I can't be my usual loud, crazy self because I'm outside in public, and the houses here on my street are very close to each other, so I can't. Once I'm in the safety of my basement, I'll go nuts. But...
Safety of your basement. Do you know how that sounds?
Yeah, I know. That sounds pretty lame.
That's like the nerdiest thing I've ever heard. Once I'm in the safety of my basement, everything will be fine. Once I've got my little tinfoil hat on, everything will be great.
Yeah, I miss my hat already.
Yeah, I expect you do. That's it, Dom. Come on, that's it. Get those buns separated. Come on, that's it.
That's right. Yeah, They came from the freezer, so I had to separate them.
Oh right, okay.
But here we go.
Oh,
got some patties going.
Got some burgers going. Look at that. Look at that. Wowzers.
Yeah, those are gonna need quite a lot more time. So yeah, the Singapore Grand Prix is coming up this weekend.
It is.
I think the Ferraris are going to do exceptionally well. It's a track that traditionally Ferrari excels at. So I think Ferrari's going to get their first win this weekend.
Nice.
That's my bold prediction.
Your bold prediction, yes.
It shouldn't be a bold prediction for one of like the top teams financially to win the race, but the way this season has gone for Ferrari, it's a bold prediction.
It is.
I think we might see another McLaren DNF. Here's my predictions. Ferrari win, one McLaren DNF, and let's go for another V-carb podium.
Oh my goodness! Now that's a prediction.
Yeah,
That's a prediction.
yeah. So, yeah, we've definitely seen some strong outings from Isaac Hadjar, and even Liam Lawson has been doing okay lately. So,
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it. Shane in the chat
yep.
says, "Is that man a friend of yours who just called you?" No, well, I wouldn't say that. That's pushing it a little bit, isn't it, Dom?
I can't read the chat. I don't know what it says, but
Yeah, yeah. He wants to know if you're a friend of mine.
oh,
Or are you just a
ooh, I don't
random
know.
stranger that's just turned up?
I Dave threatened my life once, so I'm obliged to show up to Thursday Hookster talks from time to time.
Exactly,
He said
exactly.
he said he'd quote crack the whip on me.
Oh yes. Did you see that video? Did you see that video that Matt posted with my ERL best bits on it?
No, he posted one recently.
Yeah, a couple of days ago he did. Yeah, it's only 30 seconds long, but it just makes me look like such a plum. It's unbelievable. It really is such a plum.
That's awesome. I'm glad Matt's still uploading videos.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I'll send it to you later. I'll say it's only 30 seconds, so yeah, I'll send it
Mhm.
to you. It's my greatest hits in ERL, literally. Oh, here comes the garden, everyone. I love these bits. Oh, look,
Okay,
doggy.
yeah, yeah.
Let's show
There's
the
Daisy.
doggy. Yeah, everyone loves the doggies. Come on, show the
She's
doggy.
uh she's waiting for me to kick her ball over here.
Go for it. Go on. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, let's see what's going on in the garden.
See what's going on.
Actually, well, it's the end of the season, so everything's kind of dead now. But we had some English cucumbers
English
growing.
cucumbers.
Yeah, we have some English cucumbers growing here. We had some zucchini as well, but like
Zucchini.
all the zucchini plants, like they're all torn up. This is what's left of the tomatoes. They're not ripening anymore. It's kind of cold now. But there's a couple of red ones. They're probably rotted out by now. Oh, the peppers are still good though. We
Nice.
got some red peppers in there. Actually, they're kind of starting to not look good. But I forget. Oh yeah, these are the green. Oh, those green ones look okay. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty much the extent of the garden.
Nice.
Yeah. Then this is my backyard here. There's a little patio set. Got the Barbie going. Oh yeah, shit, my burgers.
But yeah, burgers. Oh, look, they're all right. They're all right.
Oh, they're all right. Yeah,
Oh,
those are
look
good.
at that. They're perfect, in fact. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Look
Okay,
at
I like
that.
that.
Nice. Right.
Over here is where I keep the bike.
Oh, no, no. Don't show the bike. Everyone's going to go
Yeah,
crazy. What is it? Come on. You got to tell the nerds out there exactly what it
it's
is, Dom, because they're going to ask me otherwise.
it's a Kawasaki Ninja 650R. So
Wow.
I
Wow.
won't show the back of the bike because that's where my license plate is.
Yeah, don't show
I
the back
bet
of it. Yes, don't
some
show
of
the
the
back of
guys
it.
are gonna be like, "Hey, I saw this guy driving 200 miles an hour down the highway."
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know. So,
but yeah,
so, would you say that's something that pulls the ladies? Does that get the ladies excited? Does it, that bike?
no, actually, contrary to popular belief, I've had more guys come up to me
Wow,
and ask me about the bike than
really?
girls. So
Uh,
I think it's kind of just a dude magnet. You know, it's like driving a really cool sports car. You know,
yeah, yeah,
the girls don't really care. It's the
yeah,
guys that come up and say, "Oh, that's a cool bike, man." So
yeah. That's
yeah,
true.
there's that.
Oh, that's
So
disappointing. That's disappointing. That really, don't get
yeah,
your cheese. Is that American cheese?
it's Havarti cheese.
It's what? What?
Havarti.
Havarti. What's that? I've never heard of Havarti cheese. What? Tell me what
It's
it
just a
is.
different kind of cheese.
Oh, right. Okay.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of American cheese actually. Kind of
No.
tastes a little bland.
Is that because it's got American in the title?
No, no, no. No, what are you talking about, Dave? We love America. We love America.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We know you're lying. We know you're lying. How's that? How's that 35% tariffs going? Eh? How's that going? Do you like
Yeah.
that? Do you like that? Do you?
Yep. Of course we do. Of course we do.
Yes.
Um,
Well,
but no,
what's
yeah.
the drink? What's the drink?
Oh, of course, Red Bull. Of course.
Red Bull. red ball. Could it be anything else?
It could be, but why would it be?
Exactly. Will in the chat wants me to ask you, why are you such a bottle job?
Why am I such a bottle job? I don't know. I just can't close it out. I'm assuming he's talking about the ERL.
Yeah, yeah,
I won
yeah.
the first 2 rounds. And then the Hungaroring race was actually really close. Um, Actually, it was very close considering that Joe and I were on separate strategies. I did a 2-stop, he did a 1-stop, and that was an exciting race. But who knows? We'll see. I'll give
Nice.
it my best this season, and hopefully it plays out. But Joe's a tough customer to beat, you know.
He sure is. Shane in the chat says, nice bike. There you go. See, it started
Thank you,
already.
thank you. Yeah, I know, right?
Nice bike.
Let's get
That's
the
it.
cheese on
Get the
here.
cheese on, yeah. Has it got those little plastic bits that separate it, or have you done that already?
I've done that already.
You've done
Yeah.
that already, yeah. That's it. Get the cheese on. I can't wait for this burger to get put together. I'll tell you, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. Toast the buns.
We can watch that
There we
live
go.
on the channel. You know,
Oh yeah, of course,
I
of
want to see.
course.
I want to see the end result. So, would you say this is a typical Canadian house? Would you say?
Yeah, I would say. Well, at least it's a typical urban, suburban Canadian house.
I'm with
Like
you.
once you go out into the country, and there's a lot of countryside here in Ontario as well as other parts of Canada. Um, it's probably like your typical English rural area.
I'm with you.
So, but yeah,
Nice.
I would say this is typical for the area here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, make sure I don't burn my buns. How are
Yeah,
we
don't burn
doing
your
in there?
buns.
A little more, a little more.
Little more.
Gotta
Wow,
just get the toast lines, and then we're good.
that's right. Don't don't you have any ketchup in your buns? Don't you have ketchup?
Oh yeah,
Oh, you
oh
have
yeah. I'm
ketchup.
gonna do all the condiments inside.
Oh, right, okay. Nice.
See how we're doing now. Now,
So
uh,
it looks like a lovely sunny day out there. Is it sunny?
it does. It's actually quite nice. Yeah, it's about 20 degrees outside.
Oh,
So like
yeah,
it's like end of summer weather. It's
yeah,
quite nice.
that's pretty much what it's like in England right now during the daytime. Anyway, about
Yeah,
20
yeah. It's a little.
degrees.
It's a little warm for the season over here.
Hmm.
It's supposed to get colder, but Mother Nature's holding out for us.
Exactly.
All right, there we go. Could have used a little more toasting, but that's okay. Lightly toasted is fine.
Yeah.
Boom, there we go.
Look at
It's in
that.
this burger right
Oh
there.
my goodness. Canadian burger.
Make sure you always shut your propane off.
Yeah, shut your propane off. Safety first.
Pro-
Safety first.
Propane off before you turn the burners off. That way the gas burns out of the tubes.
Oh, that's an important
Click
safety
those
feature.
shut. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
And in we go.
Look at that.
There we go.
Burgers.
All right.
Are we actually going to follow you
Look
in?
at that.
Are we going to follow you in? This is like a
Yeah,
documentary. I'll tell you, it's
yeah.
like a documentary. A day in the life of Dom.
Day in the life of my messy house.
Oh, okay. Let's see inside the messy house then.
Be like my laundry is strewn about the place.
Yeah.
My game room is relatively clean, but like this is where I race on Monday nights.
Nice.
Right here.
What's this? Curved screen? What's going on here?
I do have a curved monitor. Yes, I mean it's slightly curved, but yep.
Is that 4K or 1080p?
1080p.
Oh, 1080.
4K is overrated, right, Dave?
Yeah, well, I don't. Well, I had to get a 4K, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was very surprised. Very surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. So like, I mean, it would obviously be nice to have a 4K monitor, but I prefer to have gaming monitors that have very low latency. So the one that I have over there, I think it's got like a 2 millisecond response time, so it's very quick.
Yeah.
And a lot of like if you get a 4K TV, for example, like the input lag on that is crazy. Like you're looking at like a 30 to 40 millisecond
Yeah.
response time, and it's just way too slow for gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I prefer refresh rate over graphical quality. But
I
who
agree
knows?
with you.
I think yeah, and you can get 4K monitors that are really fast response rates, but they're just so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're going to be looking at like at least if I had to guess off the top of my head, at least 500-600 bucks. I don't know, maybe the market has changed since, but yeah, it's just
Yeah,
4K gaming monitors are expensive, you know.
they are.
But yeah, okay, so let's see here.
Get the condiments. Get the condiments.
All right, okay, there we go. We got.
Oh, French mustard.
Do
Ah,
you guys have this?
we do, but you lose points for that because there's only one mustard in England, and that one. Coleman's. That's it. Coleman's.
Carwins?
Coleman's.
Oh,
Coleman's mustard.
Coleman's.
Yeah,
Coleman's.
Coleman's mustard. Yeah,
Okay.
it'll blow your
Yeah.
hat off. French mustard is very, very mild. Very, very mild.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think we have Coleman's here in Canada. The two that we have is French's and Heinz.
I'm with you. Yeah,
So,
we have Heinz as well. Coleman's, it's actually developed from World War One when they used to have
yeah.
mustard gas.
Oh yeah.
It's the same. It's the same variation. It will literally kill
Oh what?
kill you. It will literally blow your tongue off. It's that strong. It really is. Coleman's is terrible, but it's great stuff. I love it.
Oh my God.
Now, now,
That's
now,
crazy.
now that amount of mustard you've put on there, yeah. If you had
I
Coleman's,
love.
if you had Coleman's on there, you wouldn't be able to eat it.
Oh man.
It would blow your hat off.
Oh yeah. I love mustard, so
Yeah.
I go nuts with it. And then I put a little on the side here to dip any dry bits.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Yes.
But yeah. Hey, listen. So I'm going to hang up the call, but I'm gonna continue to listen to Hookster Talks and let you get on with your program
Okie
while I
dokie.
eat this two-handed.
Yeah, eat your burgers with two hands instead of one. That's it. That's what you need.
Hmm.
Right. Okay.
So I'll join you in the chat. I'll join you guys in the chat. I'll see you guys
Mate.
later.
Okie dokie. Thank you for joining us tonight, and
Yeah.
I will catch you later. I should be on for a little bit longer, about another half an hour probably. All right. I'll
Sounds
catch you
good.
later then. Bye.
All right,
bye.
later. Bye. 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 Bye.
So there is Dom eating his burgers and his French mustard. Yes. These Canadians, I tell you, with their French mustard, they've got no chutzpah, have they? They've got no forenza. No forenza. Once you've tried Coleman's mustard, there's no going back. But literally, it takes the roof of your mouth off. Right, let's go back to the chat for a minute because I've lost it. Where do we get? Oh, Drum was actually in the chat, was he, at some point? Right. No way Flat Out 4 is worse than 3. 3 was literally one of the worst games ever made, period. Oh, okay. Flat Out was great, then Flat Out 3 existed, and that was one of the worst games ever made. I've played the first Flat Out game on PS2. He goes, then he's launched, and that makes lots of... Oh, he does. He goes, and then he's launched, and that makes lots of grunty noises. Fantastic. I'm going to have to get Flat Out. I have to show it on the channel, because it's just those mini games where you've got, like, the darts, where I say you drive your car into a wall, and your little man comes flying out the windscreen towards the dartboard, and then he hits it, and it's like this crumpled mess, and you get a score for whatever. That's just great. That's just great. We need to bring that back. Why don't modern games have that anymore? I don't know. A moment's silence for Yuki and Lawson's career, yes. Do not get the current Prime Minister on this all season. Oh, I know. Craig David, 7 days. How do you do the AI voice on the all seasons, Dave? Well, I can show you that right. I can show you that right now. You can pay for it, Shane, but it costs 10 quid. 10 quid a month just for using the AI. So I use this one. It's called Clear Natural Voice. There it is on the screen now. AI voice generator. There are all the different voices you can use. There's lots of them there, but you can also make your own voices, which is what I do. Voice cloning. So there you can see there. So what you do is you clone a new voice, and you can either record a sample, which is what I do. I get all the voices off of YouTube. So I just go to YouTube after someone suggested a voice for me to use. I just go to YouTube, type in that name. Now this is actually the most difficult bit, because sometimes a lot of people are being interviewed and you've got the other person, interrupting, which you can't have. You've got to have pure voice just from one person. But say something like Asmongold, who's very, very popular on the YouTube space, as you can see, every day he gets like 2 million views on his videos. He would be okay because he basically just talks on the microphone. So you get him on.
Transform your ride into a luxury haven without.
And try not to get any adverts, but unfortunately there's nothing you can do about that. Let me just mute that.
Really complicated. Oh my god.
So there's Asmongold. So there's his voice there, and what I do is I use the old Windows trick of moving your screen across. So you got half the screen on there, and then on the other half of the screen I've got Audacity. Now, can you all see that? Because I've lost OBS. No, you can't see it. You can't see it because it's all gone. Hang on. Let me do it on the other side. Right, so you should be able to see this now. So we got Audacity on one side of the screen, and we got YouTube on the other side of the screen. You just press Windows and right, and it sorts all your into a split screen configuration. So here you go. There you go. You can see it now. Let's make yourself a little bit smaller. And so we've got Asmongold.
There's so much paperwork with it. Holy
he's
fuck.
Now talking.
And so I've had to deal with.
He's now talking. So all I do is I record 30 seconds of his voice.
That a lot. And yeah, ripped out. I know it's fucking horrible. And it's been like, I feel like a lot of it hasn't even really set in like a big case. It hasn't really affected me. And like really, I like yesterday I went into his house and I just honestly I just cried, right? And I'll just say it. And first time I really have in quite a while. And let me make sure I turn that down.
So there's 30 seconds of Asmongold. We'll stop that there. Unfortunately, there is music in the background, but I'm only showing you this as a test. So we trim that off of there. Go back to the start of the file, which unfortunately a little bit of a problem with the right. Start the file. Put a little bit of amplify on it. There you go. Just to bring it up a bit. So there is 30 seconds of Asmongold.
That a lot. And yeah, ripped out. I know it's fucking horrible.
Okay. So that's that. Then you go back to your AI voice generator. I'll say this is free. It's got lots of restrictions. You can only use you can only edit 2,000 words a day, and then the program is locked off. All of this then goes that you can't alter any of it, and you've got to wait 24 hours to the next day before you can do another 2,000. That's why I only use it for 1 minute of footage during my all seasons at the start of the intro, because that's about it. Because anything you edit on this program is classed as 2,000 letters. So you even just like scanning through and whatever, that's all classed as 2,000 letters. So it fills it up really quickly. So there's your 30 seconds, and it says clone new voice. Now I'm just gonna export that to the desktop. Asmongold. Save that to the desktop. That's that done. And there it says clone new voice. Oh shit, I've got to log in. Might let me log in. It might let me log in. I don't know. Or it might want to do two-factor. Oh, there it goes. There it is. There it is. So this is the script that I use for the All Seasons. And so all I do now is put on X-Matty. Well, it's clone new voice. There it is. So I upload the audio. And that is desktop Asmongold. So there you go. There's 26 seconds of audio there. Okay. Next step, you just name the voice. So you just put in Asmongold. And then start cloning. Takes a few seconds, and there you go. The new voice has been cloned successfully. So there's Asmongold, and we can put that as our new clone voice. And now, if I can just get me just whack that over there a minute, because I don't actually want you to see that. But if I can just get a section. This is just a section of my intro. Let's see if it does it.
Hello, all you gypsies. It's me, Matty G, or ex-Matty G, to everyone who followed me back in 2010, otherwise known as one half of P1 with Matt and Tommy.
So there you go. There is now Asmongold's voice in AI. And I can basically, you know, get him to say whatever I want. Let's put in... Hello guys, it's Drum Tank here. Drum Tank here. I wish I was as successful as Asmongold. Asmongold, and not such a bottle job. Now you have to make sure you've got the pronunciation right and the everything in the right spaces before you continue. And you also got to make sure that the words are correct. But once you've done it, you can then play it. And now this will be Drum Tank sounding as Asmongold. Oh, wait a minute. I've got too many letters. Oh, no, that's it. My limit is reached already. See how quick it is? It's reached the limit. And here's the message that comes up on the screen. I'll just show it to you right now. Oh, it's actually 5,000 characters. There you go. I've reached the limit for today of 5,000 characters. But there you go. I can then manipulate that and make anyone's voice into AI. And there it is. But unfortunately, I've reached my limit for today. But that's what I use to do the AI voices on the All Seasons. And luckily, I've already done this week's episode, so I haven't got to wait 24 hours to do that now because I've already done it. That's already done and dusted, so I haven't got to worry about that. It won't be till next week before I have to do that again. But there you go. That's how you do the voices. It's all completely free. It is, of course, very limited unless you subscribe. But I'll say it's £10 a month at the moment. I'm still thinking about it. At the moment, I'm quite happy with just doing the 1 minute of voiceover. But, you know, if I need it more in the future, I might have to do the £10 a month. But, you know, it is cutting into my profit quite a bit if I do that. So we will see. We will see. But there you go. That's how I do the AI voices for the All Seasons. Right. Let's get back to the chat. Thatcher, what a cow, says the Paddock Lesbians. Yes, absolutely. Drum Tank says in Canada we called her Thatcher the Milk Snatcher. Yes, yes, yes. Dominic, she's called that here in the North too. Vile beast she was. The ultimate bottle job is here. Plan of Plessy says Drum Tank, I love Flat Out and Flat Out 2. And Vinnie Jones was also a footballer. He played the Crazy Gang, aka Wimbledon. Yes. Her strength was her only good trait. True. Hello, Will F1, says Drum Tank. Perez and Bottas for the win next year. The Jesus Simper has arrived. Now, Dom, what are you going to do to win a championship? Good old Lizzie on the All Seasons. Metropolis Street Racer was done by Bizarre Creations, and that was sort of a prequel to Project Gotham Racing. We won't win one, Will. Dom is a true bottle job. Lando Domis. Dominic Norris. Lando Ulando. I like that one. Lando Ulando. Ulando Norris. Shane says, like those racing games, Flat Out, Ford Racing 2 and 3, Formula 1 games on the PS2, WRC games on the PS2. I have really fond memories of playing them as a child. Yeah, great stuff. Shrimp. Found any employment ever since Josh sacked you of the week, Dom? Look, stop it now. Stop it. Don't kick a man when he's down. Dom got sacked in July already. All the degenerates are here, being sacked twice now. Why did you crash at Abu Dhabi? Sacked for being Dom. Dom got sacked twice. Ferrari. Wow. McLaren walking through the narrow gate. Going to be off for a little bit. Reading Sister bedtime story. Perfect. Dave asked Dom what I've done that. Sacked in the morning. He's getting sacked in the morning. Dom is already sacked. Nice bike. Wowzers me trousers. That's cool. End the stream. KD is third. Red Bull. Because I'm busy. Spam. 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 Spam, spam, cheeseburgers, French fries, Carlsberg, vodka, mustard. Hungry is... No wonder Latifi was such a shit driver. He had no stamina, just eating dry chicken. Finally gets at it. Dom is 6, not a good goat. That's why I need one dance. I pushed the car like Bradman did in 1959. Drum Tank's here. There you go. Me and Will battling for the lead of Hungary. Dom is beautiful, says Matt. There you go, Dom. Matty G is in the stream. Dom needs his daddy Jesus. Dom needs his daddy Jesus. Oh my God. Right, let's see. What was I what did I put as my headline? Oh, can Max win? That was the first one. Let's go to some F1 news before we continue. Let's go to some F1 news. So, Singapore Grand Prix. George Russell teases Lando Norris over Max Verstappen title chances as F1 grid assesses state of play. Wow. Wow. Yes, apparently Alex Dunn is closing in on a Red Bull deal after leaving McLaren's development driver program. So he could be moving to Red Bull. And of course, Lewis Hamilton, Ferrari driver, is overwhelmed by support after his dog Roscoe has died. So it's Singapore this weekend. Singapore. Let's just have a look at this story then. Is Max Verstappen back in genuine world title contention after consecutive race wins? The F1 drivers have their say on whether he can still win it. Well, he can still win it, but it's a huge task for Max to win the championship. Let's not beat around the bush here. It's a huge task. Some nerd has worked it out on the internet by, using maps, which I can't do. But apparently Max has got to win every single race till the end, with Oscar or Lando, depending, because their points gap is rather tight right now. Oscar and Lando, between the pair of them, they've basically got to finish second and third every single race, and then Max can take the title. But Max has basically got to win and that includes the sprint rounds as well. Max has got to win the sprints as well. So it is a huge task. I think the gap is, 94 points? It's a lot. It's a lot of points, and there's not a huge amount of races left. We're in the 3/4 stage of the championship, so it is a huge task. But if he wins every single round, and the two McLaren drivers finish in second and third, depending on which order they finish in, he will win the title. Yes, he will win the title. But as soon as Oscar wins a race or Lando wins a race, that's going to throw it back into jeopardy again, and I don't think it's going to be possible. I don't think it's going to be possible. F1 drivers have weighed up Max Verstappen's chances of mounting a stirring comeback to win this year's world title against McLaren's Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris following the Dutchman's race-winning resurgence. Having unusually gone almost 4 months without standing on the top step of the podium, back-to-back wins for Verstappen in Monza and Baku mean the reigning 4-time world champion heads into this weekend's Singapore Grand Prix with momentum on his side at the front of the field. His deficit to title leader Piastri remains large at, it's only 69 points now. Oh my goodness. Oh my, it was 94 a little while ago, but now it's gone 69 points. So that is doable. That is definitely doable. With second place Norris 44 points clear of the Dutchman, however. So what chance has Verstappen got still ending the year as a 5-time world champion? A number of the Dutchman's rivals were asked to put a percentage on it during Thursday's media day in Singapore. Ferrari's Charles Leclerc said, "I would say 20%. The gap is substantial, and I feel like we have been on tracks low downforce at Monza and Baku where I felt the Red Bull was very, very strong. I expect McLaren to come back at the pace we have seen for the most of the season here and some of the future tracks, so I see it very unlikely, but we never know. They bought an upgrade in Monza which seems to be working, but whether it will work on high downforce tracks, I don't think enough to beat the McLaren." Haas driver Esti Besti reckoned, "We all know Max and how dangerous he is when there's something to grab. So yeah, there's a good chance that if he's got a competitive car until the end of the year, he can catch back." And Williams' Alex Albon, a former Red Bull teammate of Verstappen, said, "I'll go with 15%. You could have one crash between Lando and Oscar and it's all game on. I don't know what the odds are at the bookies, but I'll go 15%. Unsurprisingly, Norris did not entertain directly assessing one of his chief rivals' prospects, saying, "I mean, there's a chance, so more than zero, I don't know." However, Mercedes' George Russell offered a more playful response to the question while sitting alongside his compatriot and friend Norris in the drivers' conference. 100%, said Russell before bursting into laughter. Verstappen was also asked to put a percentage on his own chances. In a typical pragmatic response, the Dutchman gave himself a 50% chance because I do or I don't win it. Elaborating on his title prospects, Verstappen said, "For my side, honestly, I just see it as a race-by-race thing. 69 points is still a lot, especially if you look at the season, how the season has gone so far. McLaren have been incredibly dominant. That doesn't suddenly change. So for me, I'm not too stressed about anything. I'm just enjoying what I'm doing in F1. Outside of it, having fun and just trying to do the best I can every single time that I jump into the car. Some tracks will naturally be a bit better for us, some probably a bit worse. Maybe this one a bit worse. If we win it, great. If we don't, we don't. Life goes on. I'm just not too stressed about anything. Being so far back, Verstappen admitted he had nothing to lose really over the remainder of the campaign. As a team, we just approach it like that. Try to do the best that we can, he added. Try to be more competitive. Try to hopefully confirm that the direction we took with the car is also more competitive, also on a track like this. So there you go. That's what the other people thought about his chances. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is, of course, the EA buyout. This has been reported by all the F1 YouTubers. I've been watching them. All the F1 YouTubers have been reporting about this. And they've been very pragmatic about it because obviously a lot of them are in Electronic Arts' pockets because they get exclusive access to the F1 game earlier than everyone else. So they haven't been too bad. But here's my take on it. So, if you haven't heard the story, EA has been brought up. It is now a private company, or it will be when the deal goes through. It's now a private company, and it's been brought up by a consortium considering of some Saudi Arabian investors and a relative of Donald Trump, who was one of the other investors, but they still couldn't come up with the $55 billion that was needed to buy EA outright. So what they've done is they've borrowed 20 billion from Chase Morgan, which is an absolutely massive bank clearing house, whatever you want to call it. They've borrowed 20 billion from Chase Morgan to make up the deficit. Now, these kind of deals, I mean, in English football, these kind of deals are completely banned. You would not get away with this kind of deal in English football. They would not allow it. But because this isn't English football, they have been allowed to do it. So a private equity and a PIF investment have bought EA outright. 55, I mean, it's crazy to even say those words. $55 billion. They've just come out and bought EA outright. But straight off the bat, EA now has a $20 billion debt that's got to be repaid back to Chase Morgan. And obviously, 20 billion, it's going to incur interest, isn't it? It's just crazy. It's just crazy to think that this has actually happened. It's just absolutely crazy. But it has happened. On Monday, news broke that EA, one of the world's largest publicly traded game publishers, is being taken private in a $55 billion leveraged buyout funded by a group of investors including Gerhard Kushner's Affinity Partners private equity firm and Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. If the deal earns shareholders and regulatory approval, it'll be the largest leveraged buyout in history, and it's already inspiring dread in fans and EA developers alike. To understand why the buyout news seems dire to so many, we first need to understand private equity and what exactly a leveraged buyout entails. Since 1990, EA has been a public company. Like other publicly traded businesses, its ownership or equity has been determined by the distribution of shares of capital stock that are bought and sold through stock exchanges. Being a publicly traded company offers advantages, the most obvious being the ability to raise funds by selling shares of stock. But public companies have the disadvantage too, particularly for consumers in creative and entertainment industries. Shareholder primacy, the theory that delivering value to shareholders should be the singular principle guiding corporate strategy, is the EA's prevailing economic philosophy. The relentless pursuit of profit maximisation, however, often prioritises short-term returns over quality, creative output and worker security, manifesting in video games as risk-averse wowzers. This is just crazy, isn't it? This is just crazy. It really is. Okay, let's break it down into layman's terms. What this means for us, the dweebs, the public, the people who buy games, especially if you buy EA games, and obviously that's going to include the F1 games. For the F1 game, in the short term, it's not going to mean anything. One problem I do have, and this could be a very serious problem, is that EA still haven't signed on the dotted line for F1 2026. It still hasn't been signed. It's now the 2nd of October, and this is the time now when all the updates and the development for F1 25 finishes. The development cycle works from October until I think it's May for each new game. So now will be the time that they'll be wrapping up on 2025, bringing out the last of the updates, any more bug fixes. This will be the time when this will be finished, and they'll be winding this down now for F1 25. And now they'll be starting on F1 26, but they still haven't signed on the dotted line to even make F1 26. This actually worries me. Now, it could just be a delay because they were waiting to see what happened with this deal. Obviously, they knew months and months, maybe even a year ago, that this deal was going to go through. So they're just waiting to see what happens before they announce that they have extended the contract. This is what I'm talking about. It's the contract to make Formula One games from 2026 onwards. They have to have a license from the FIA. They have to pay money for that license, and every year or every 2 or 3 years, depending on how long they extend their contract, they have to renew that license with the FIA. And as I understand it, from this moment in time, that license still hasn't been renewed yet. Now, yes, it's pretty obvious they were waiting to see what was happening with this deal with the being brought out while I haven't done it. But it's very late in the day now to be saying, yeah, we've signed a deal. They always had an option for 2026 and 2027. The original contract had an option for 2026 and 2027. So all they've got to do is say yes and sign the dotted line, and there will be an F1 game for next year and the year after. But the fact that they haven't done that yet is very, very worrying. Now, of course, they don't have to tell us straight away. We're just the dweebs, the members of the public. They don't have to tell us straight away. They could already have done it, and they'll probably tell us in a couple of weeks. So we don't really know. But I'm just a little bit concerned that this hasn't gone forwards. Now, let's look at the F1 game. What does this mean for the F1 game? Well, already there's been lots of restructuring at EA. They did have 2 studios working on the F1 game. That's now been reduced to just 1 studio. So the same studio now is going to be making the F1 game. Just 1 studio made F1 25, and that'll be the same studio making F1 26. Now, if it goes forward, there's other additional problems, and that is, of course, the new regulations for next year. This is going to require codemasters who actually make the game to change everything up. The way the engine output is going to be 50% from the battery and 50%. That's all going to be changed up. Of course, the design of the cars are going to be completely different for next year. You're going to have, bendy wings at the front as well as bendy wings on the back. And also the MGU-H is going to be disappearing. So that's going to be something that's going to have to be taken away from the menus. From the menu, the HUD display where it tells you about all your status of your engine parts. That's going to have to be removed. That's a lot of work in a very, very short amount of time. And the fact that they still haven't even said, oh yes, we're going to make F1 26 next year, is a little bit worrying. But hopefully that'll all get sorted out. It looks like it may be a little bit of a rush, which means that F1 26, I don't know. I don't hold my hopes that this is going to be a great game. It could end up being another F1 24, and we might have to wait until 27 again before they manage to sort out the problems of it. Now, in the long term for the F1 game, what does this mean? Well, as I said, they've got to make up that £20 billion shortfall. So, anything that is not making money whatsoever, they are going to dump very, very quickly. And I fear F1 could be one of those things. F1 does okay. It makes enough money to carry on making the games. It makes enough. It's not brilliant money, though. It's nothing like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield, obviously. It's still a very niche market. The whole of Formula One, even though it's a massive marketing machine, still in regards to other games like, as I just said, Call of Duty, Fortnite, stuff like that, it's very small slice of the pie. Very, very small slice of the pie. So the problem is that going further through the years, the F1 game is either going to disappear completely, which means someone else will take it over, which will still mean, as I've said before, there'll be at least a 2-year gap before we get an F1 game because they'll have to build it all up from scratch. Or they'll carry on making the F1 game, but the quality of it will actually get worse as the years go on, unfortunately. I can't see us ever getting another breaking point, a breaking point 4, because that's a lot of money to spend. All that stuff has to be motion captured, and that's a lot of money that they can't spend because they're already in 20 billion in debt. They've got to pay that back first. So until they start actually making a profit for the next 3 or 4 years at EA, it doesn't look very good. It doesn't look very good at all. And, you know, can they make a profit? Can they get that 20 billion paid off? I mean, 20 billion. I mean, this is not change that's fallen down the back of your couch, is it? This is $20 billion. That's a lot of money that you've got to start paying back straight away. Now, yes, of course, they've got some huge franchises. Of course, they've got Battlefield, which a new one is coming out soon, I do believe. That's a massive, massive franchise. But is that going to be enough to start paying back that debt? I'm not so sure. And I just think that F1, EA have already said about a year ago that they're trying to move away from licensed sport games. They've already moved away from FIFA, because it's now not even FIFA, it's called FC whatever, FC 25, FC 26. They've already moved away from FIFA, and so the F1 license is pretty much, you know, a thing that costs a lot of money and may not be worth doing. And of course, what that means is there could be a possibility in the future that we could get an F1 game without a license. Now, that's going to be horrible, in my opinion, but it could be an F1 game just minus the license. So all the drivers' names would be made up, all the liveries would be made up. So basically, it would be like My Team, which is a game mode in the current F1 games. It would be like My Team, only instead of you being able to alter the livery designs of just your cars, every single one of the liveries will be made up ones. And all the drivers' names will be made up. It'd be like Formula Legends with all the different names that they've made up. You know, Lance, I can't remember the name they use for that, but, you know, the different names. Personally, I think that would be horrible. I hope it doesn't go down that route, because I would not like to see an unlicensed F1 game. I mean, it would all be there. The gameplay would be there. Everything would be there, but the license would just be missing. So all the liveries would be made up liveries. All the drivers' names would be different. The tracks, unfortunately, are also licensed. So, yeah, I don't know what they'd be able to do there either, to be honest. So, you know, the license for F1 is huge. It covers the tracks, the liveries, the drivers and everything. So to get rid of that, you'd be losing. And basically, it would just turn out to be Project Cars, wouldn't it? It would just be, if anyone remembers the Formula A cars from Project Cars, that's basically what the F1 game would turn into if they lost the license. It'd just be like Project Cars, another version of Project Cars. And I don't see that it would be as popular, and I don't see as many people would be buying it. And so if the sales would go down, they would probably end up getting rid of it. It could actually be a good excuse for EA to get rid of the F1 game if they went down that route, to slowly kill it off so that no one buys it, and then they'll just, oh, well, we won't do it anymore. Same as they've done countless times before. Of course, they don't do it now because we've got streaming services, but back in the days when we had network television and your favourite show was on a prime time network slot, and then as the seasons went on with any TV show, it deteriorates in quality because there's a little thing called the art of diminishing returns, which means that when you start to make something, it's the best thing ever. And you know, it's like a car. You make a car and it's got every single feature that you want on the car. Everything is on it. It's brilliant. Aircon, you know, it takes off and flies like a jet. Everything. I know I'm exaggerating, but you know what I'm saying. It's got everything you want on the car. There is nothing on this car that you don't want. It's brilliant. So then you go and make another one. You think, hang on a minute. What can I do with this one? Because I've just given everyone exactly what they wanted with this car. That's the law of this diminishing returns. As things go on, everything gets worse and worse and worse. And with TV shows, it's very apparent. What they do with TV shows is quite clever, actually, is they get some really good quality writers on for season 1 of any show. This is to sell it to you, the public, to say, oh yeah, great, I love this show, I'm going to be watching this. After season 2, they sack all those writers and they get in staff writers. Now, staff writers are writers that come into a TV show, don't really know anything about it. A lot of the writers in the first season actually help create the show. That's how they work. But in season 2, they don't know anything about this show. They come in. A lot of them are students. They're, writers in waiting. They're sort of, just helping out and stuff like that. They're not experienced writers, but that's how they do it in TV. They just get staff writers in, and that's why your favourite TV show actually deteriorates in quality over the years, because they just get a load of staff writers in, because once they've sold it to you originally, you're in there and they think they're going to stick with you. But as the years go on, the show gets worse and worse and worse, and eventually they do the cardinal sin. Of course, they don't do it anymore, but they used to, and that is they move the time slot of your favourite show to Friday night at 9 p.m. Friday night at 9 p.m. That was like the graveyard slot for TV programs. They put every show they wanted to kill, they would put Friday night at 9 p.m. because they knew Friday night, most people, weekend just about to begin. Most people are going out, so nobody's going to be sitting there watching it. Of course, the landscape of TV has changed now with streaming services, because you can watch anything at any time you want. But back in the days of network television, that's how they used to do it. So they'd kill your show by putting it on a Friday night at 9 o'clock. Damn you, Star Trek. That's exactly what I did to Star Trek, and I'm still not over it. In fact, I might have to make myself 100 videos about this subject. Yes. I should call it FU Trek. Yes. But anyway, that's what they do. So they could do that with the F1 game. It would be very, very sad to see, but I don't know. So is it good news for F1? No, it isn't. Not if you like the F1 games, it's not good news. In the short term, it's nothing to worry about, providing they take the option of that license for 26-27. We'll still have Formula 1 games for another couple of years. Going forward in the future, though, it's looking very, very dicey indeed. Very, very dicey indeed. I still can't believe that this deal has even... I mean, it still hasn't gone through completely yet. It's still got to be clarified. I'm hoping that it doesn't go through completely. I'm hoping that someone will see sense and say 20 billion is just ridiculous and it's not going to go through. But it probably still will. Now, of course, the other problem with this is to try and recoup that money, that 20 billion back. The easiest way to do that is to sack people. Yeah, sack developers, sack staff, get rid of studios, squash the company down into a smaller thing, so that it actually, doesn't cost as much to run, and then they will get more money back to try and pay off this $20 billion debt. That's usually how it happens. Now, EA have been accused in the past many times, there's loads of videos on YouTube about taking over developer studios and just running them into the ground and then just getting rid of them and just absorbing them. This sadly is how I see Codemasters going. I'm pretty sure the Codemasters name is going to disappear very, very soon from the box art of the latest F1 games. If anyone still buys them physically, it's going to disappear. I think it'll probably still be there on 2026, but I don't see it there for much longer. And they are going to be absorbed into EA. So it's all going to be one big, development studio all merged into one. What that means for F1, it's not good news. It's definitely not good news. It really isn't. But we will see what happens. But one thing is for sure, the F1 game is not suddenly going to leap forward in quality from this point on, purely because of the fact of this $20 billion debt that's got to be paid back. It's not going to suddenly... We're not going to get a breaking point 4. I think that's gone now, to be honest. We're just going to get the same game, possibly copy and pasted for the next 3 or 4 years. That's going to be it, because they just haven't got the money to spend to push the game forward, unfortunately. And it is sad news for the F1. I think they did a very good job on F1 25. F1 24 was a complete disaster. The AI was like something out of a F1 game made about 20 years ago. Horrible AI, but they really pulled it together for F1 25. The AI is a great improvement. I really do enjoy the AI on F1 25, and so they've got they've got the starting blocks for, you know, a good game. And if they can just improve it next year, it should be okay. But unfortunately, as I say, new regulations come in, that's all going to cause chaos. And now, of course, we've got this buy-in. That's going to upset everyone that works for EA. Everything like this, it unsettles everyone because people get shuffled around into new positions. That all takes time. You have to go through all the paperwork, and it's just a nightmare. So I'm not predicting good things for F1 26, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it will still come out. I mean, you know, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it will still come out. But I don't think it's going to be anything to, you know, write home about. And going forward with the F1 games, I think we're going to see a definite quality coming into them for the next 4 or 5 years. Now, if they manage to pay that debt back and they do start to make, you know, some profit, in 4 or 5 years they could really up the game on the F1 game, and, you know, we could really get a quality product. But unfortunately, for the next 3 or 4 years, I think the F1 game is gonna be pretty stagnated. It's gonna be okay, but there's not gonna be any massive improvements because, as I say, they've got to recoup that money back. Right, there you go. I am done. Let's go back to the comments. EA time. Hungry Monster is great. Matty D, get rid of Facebook. Got rid of Facebook. Too much of a distraction. I did see you. I did see you disappeared off my Facebook, Matt. It just says Facebook user now. You're still there, but it just says Facebook user. So you can come back at any time because I've got another couple of people that have done that, and then they come back later. I've got a young lady on there as well. Well, I say young. It's 60 years old young. No, but she's on my Facebook, and she's I can't contact her because things. LinkedIn is the best social media platform. I've heard that, yeah. Hamilton's going to bin it this weekend. He's mentally not going to be there. That you could be right. Dom's performance at Brazil last season was particularly awful. Max's win the championship, it's not a question. Very Lando-like. We've had the Midnight Club games by Rockstar Games. Yes, we have, Shane. It really was. The GOAT is probably going to be happy his team will win the title. 69 points. That's how far Lando's from the title. Yeah, thank you. Only Hamilton fans expecting to win or even podium at this point, always, to be honest. I still think Piastri will win it, but I've got Verstappen somehow beating Norris. Are you still waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6, Dave? Like I'm waiting for it myself. It's taking forever. It's really meant to come out this year, but got delayed until May 2026. I am waiting for it, Shane. Yes. Do I expect it to be great? Unfortunately, no. I'm sorry to say I'm not expecting great things from Grand Theft Auto 6. If you go back and look through the history of Rockstar over the last 10 or 20 years, it's not very good. It's not very good. In fact, 90% of the people who originally did the older games like 5, 4 and all the others have actually left the company. Yeah, they've left the company. And there's a couple of them that have left the company not under good circumstances and have actually gone into litigation and sued Rockstar for quite a lot of money. And they did actually, I think one of them won as well. I think that was Dan Houser. So yes, 90% of the people who made the Grand Theft Auto games that we know and love are no longer there. So will it be a great Grand Theft? No, I don't think it will be. It'll be a Grand Theft Auto game, but will it be the one that we are expecting? Probably not. And of course, this is now. Let's look back at Grand Theft Auto 5, which first came out in 2013, I do believe, on the PS3. That's a long time ago, and the world has changed an awful lot. Excuse me. It's changed an awful lot since that game came out. One thing is for sure, you are never going to see in Grand Theft Auto 6 Trevor killing that biker bloke from when he was in GTA 5, and so viciously, and the violence there. That was the first time that I witnessed that and thought to myself, whoa, that's a little bit too far. That's a little bit too far, especially when he. Well, I won't go into details, but when he stamped on his head, I went, no, that's too far. That is too far. Well, that of course, because of the climate of today, you're never going to see that in today's game, which is a good thing, obviously, because I wasn't happy about that. I mean, now it's just commonplace to see that kind of violence in video games, although not really in the last 5 years, because I say it's taken a shift away from that. But we did see that after that was put into Grand Theft Auto 5, we saw it a lot, sort of violence. But I'll say it shifted against that the last 5 years. So will it be a great GTA game? I'm not holding out high hopes. I will wait for it. I would like to play it, yes. But do I think it's going to be great? No, because it's been too long now to recapture the magic of the earlier games. It's not going to happen. I think it's going to be a good game, and I think lots of people will talk about it. But in terms of how great it is, I think I'm gonna see lots of magazines and YouTube channels that aren't affiliated with Rockstar in any way, probably giving 3 out of 5 stars for the game. I can just see it's going to turn out to be a 3 out of 5 star for the game, because it's just, the nostalgia now is now gone. It's been far too long since the last game, 2013. I mean, that's 2023. That's 12 years now, isn't it, since the last game came out? That's a very long time. Most of that time has been spent in the courts with ex-employees. That's one of the reasons why the next game has been delayed for so long. There's been so many court cases, people trying to sue Rockstar, that they haven't been able to actually get on with the thing of making new games, which is unfortunate. So yeah, I'm excited for it, but I'm not expecting it to be a great Grand Theft Auto game. No, I'm just glad to see a new one that we can have some new missions on, because oh my god, I think I've played the missions in all the GTA games so many times. So it's just be great to get some new missions. But is it going to be a great one? I highly doubt it, unfortunately. And not just at the fault of Grand Theft Auto. If you look at the whole landscape of gaming right now, the whole landscape has changed. And over the last 5 years, gaming is not how it used to be. There's a lot of indie games popping up now, which are getting more popular than the big main franchise. A lot of people are shying away for obvious reasons. The cost of how much they are, like £70 or £80 to buy. And then you can get some little tiny indie game, 100 hours of playtime on it, and it only costs like 10 quid. So a lot of people are moving across to indie games, and you get a lot of enjoyment out of a lot of these indie games as well. So yeah, that is definitely something to think about. Norris will crash into the casino at Las Vegas. Norris will crash into all the tall buildings. Norris will crash into the Sao Paulo street circuit in Brazil. And the last main Grand Theft Auto game, Grand Theft Auto 5, came out in 2013 on the PS3, and it came out on the PS4 the following year. Yes, it did. Norris will crash into a tequila bar in Mexico. Max will win Cota. Norris will crash into the Qatar football stadium and Mexico. I have Norris DNFing and somewhere finishing like 8th or somewhere else. Need heavy downfalls at Mexico because of the lack of air, so it will be difficult for him there. Norris will crash into the exact spot Michael Messi was sitting at Abu Dhabi 2021. Mexico is a weird one to predict sometimes. They do allow these kind of deals in English football all the time. Lots of owners buy clubs and put into debt. Well, I was reading, and they said that I read somewhere else, and they said that actual kind of deal, I mean, they probably do, but I'm talking about 20 billion in debt. Is that they said it's actually banned in English football. They said you can't buy something and be 20 billion in debt. That's what they said. So anyway, it's just something I read. So don't shoot the messenger. Also, EA are screwed. Oh no. Anyway, Piastri has been particularly awful at Cota. Apparently after the Bahrain Grand Prix, Niblo said Will and I should do something. And what is that? When I watch the evolution of Spa in F1 games, I sometimes think, why isn't Formula 1 2003 in this video? Then I realise the Belgian Grand Prix wasn't on the calendar in 2003. That's true. That's true. No idea. Lando Norris, sensational. Hopefully we can get some actual proper developers in next time. Yeah, it would be nice. I'm really worried that we're not going to get an F1 game based on the 2026 season. I guess it's going to be like that in the late 2000s when we didn't get F1 games based on the 2007 and 2008 seasons. Yes, I am worried as well, Shane, because as I say, they should have signed by now. I mean, it's only just into October, but they still should have signed by now. It's only an option, so they haven't got to renegotiate with the FIA over the deal. Because the deal is there. It's like an extension to a contract that's already in place. So they haven't got to renegotiate the contract. After 2027, they've then got to renegotiate the contract. But this is just an extension. So all they've got to do is sign the dotted line and they will get that extension for another 2 years. So they haven't got to negotiate back and forth with the FIA for the cost of the license. That's all been put in place because the original contract I think was for 3 years, and then they had an option for a further 2. So all they got to do is sign for that further 2, and we've got an F1 game next year. But at the moment, how I understand it, they still haven't signed yet, and they've pretty much only got this month to do it in, because now is when they've got to start making the next game. So it is a bit worrying. Gonna have an F1 2015 on our hands next year. Yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much how it's gonna work. Which means we probably won't get another F1 game for another few more years until another video game takes over the F1 license. Yeah, it would be. A lot of people are wondering if iRacing would be better to take it over. Probably. But as I say, still going to take 2 years to build that engine from scratch. There's no way. Even with maximum resources at your disposal from any developer or studio, you're still not going to get that done in 2 years because Codemasters have already got most of the tracks done every year. They just copy paste those tracks in, move it to someone else. They've got to build those tracks from the start. It takes a huge amount of time to do that. And there's no way they'd get that done in a normal 9-month development cycle, which is what it is for the F1 games. Wouldn't be able to do it. So you'd have to have a year break before they came back and managed to get the game out. So it'd be like a 2-year break before you got the next F1 game. Even the biggest studio in the world, I don't know who that is. It probably is EA, I expect. But even the biggest studio out there could not get that done in 9 months from scratch. An F1 game couldn't do it. Look at 2015. Okay, look at 2015. They started making that in 2014. 2014 was just a copy paste of 2013 with features removed. They did nothing to do with that game to improve it because they were primarily working on 2015. And 2015 came out and it was an absolute chuffing disaster. It was unfinished. You could see it was unfinished because they ran out of time. They knew they had to get that game out, but it was on a new console, new graphics engine as well, and they knew they were in trouble, but they released it anyway. They didn't even have time to put in a career mode, which is travesty for an F1 game considering all the others had career modes in. They didn't have time because they just ran out of time. And so I don't care what studio it is, whether it's the biggest in the world, they're still not going to get an F1 game from scratch out in 9 months. No studio is going to be able to manage that. It would take them that long just to get the circuits coded in. So we'd have to wait another year after that before the game would be ready. F1 26 will be 2014, F1 26 will be, yeah, quite possibly, in terms of how bad they are and features missing. Couldn't happen to a nicer company. TMY should do a rant video about EA. EA wouldn't bother making an F1 game without a license, not worth the hassle. Yeah, I think you're right there. I don't think they would, to be honest. EA Sports, it's in the game. Electrifying arseholes. Emptying accounts, yes. Entering administration. Waiting for Ghana to come back to Formula 1, my goat. EA stands for entering administration. Show everyone my tier list. Okay, are we finished with the messages? EA stands for easy anger. Ending amazingly. Electronic alerts. EA stands for Federal Internet Administration. Have you played Grand Theft Auto Trilogy of Divinity? Yes, I have. I have, Shane. When it first came out, as everyone knows, it was completely broken. Completely broken. So I didn't even bother buying it. Then I heard that Rockstar themselves sacked the people who made the game. It was called Grove Street Studios. They sacked them and they updated the game themselves. Actually, Rockstar updated the game, and I have played it, and it is a lot better. It's not perfect, still not perfect, but it's a lot. I mean, I didn't play it when it first came out, so I don't know how bad it was, but in my opinion, it's a lot better. So I'm enjoying it. Yes. EA is perfect, like Ed Sheeran. Why the EA slander? EA is shit. Use your brain. Does Dave think Gen Z is woke or the best? I think you know the answer to that, Matt. Bottas ain't worried like One Republic. He's probably whistling that on the yacht as well as watching Top Gun. Right, let's get his tier list, and I've got how long? Bloody hell, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Oh, this time just flies by. This time just flies by. Really does. Flies by. Dee 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 dee. Dee dee dee. Right, here we go. Here's Mr. Paddock Lesbian's tier list. What's he doing now? What's he doing now? Let's put him over there a minute. Right, here we go. Here's his tier list of tracks. Monaco at the bottom, he's got Monaco. Yes, 2015 to present. End Me, he's got Bahrain 2010. Yeah, that was horrible. I remember the 2010 version was horrible. Buenos Aires 1995 to 1998. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I played that track on F1 97 and it's bloody awful. La Salle 20. Yes, I agree with you there. Horrible track. Horrible track. Horrible track. That tier list is needed. Yeah, we're on the screen right now. Rather naff. Yas Marina 2009-2020. Yeah. Sochi. Well, let's not talk about that one. Let's not talk about that one. And Mexico City 2015 to present. Oh, I don't know. I rather like Mexico City. I quite like Mexico City. Anyway, it exists. Paul Ricard 2018 to 2022. Jeddah 2021 to present. Las Vegas 2023 to present. I can't stand Las Vegas. Yas Marina 2021 to present. Yeah, that's obviously the one with the chicane taken out. Jerez 1994 to 1997. I didn't like Jerez. Magny Cores 2003 to yes. Estoril. Yes. And TI Circuit Aida. Yes. 1994 1995. Very good. The lesbians are disgusted with certain tracks. Yes. Then we got Reasonable, Fuji, 2007-2008. Hockenheim. I would have put Hockenheim, the original Hockenheim, I would have put that a bit higher. I'd have put that into Pretty Fun, to be honest, because I love Hockenheim, the old track. Love it. Istanbul, 2005. Yep, that's good. Albert Park, 2022 to the present. Reasonable. Yep. Baku, 2016 to the present. I don't know about Baku. I've gone off it a bit the past few years. I did used to like it, but not anymore. Catalonia, 2023 to the present. Yes. Long Beach, 1983. Yin Yang Wigwam, couldn't give a damn. 2010 to 2013. Valencia, 2008 to 2012. Yarama, 1981. And then we got Pretty Fun. Silverstone, 97 to 2009. I'd agree with that. Hungaroring, no. I don't agree with that at all. In fact, that one needs to go below. You need a special tier for that one, right there, underneath Monaco. Portimao, yep, and Adelaide. Oh, I loved Adelaide. Shanghai, 2004-2019, yes. Kota, 2012 to the present. Indianapolis, 2000 to 2007. Brands Hatch, 1976-1986. Singapore 2023 to the present, 2015 to 2022, Bahrain 2005 to the present, New Delhi 2011, Miami 2022, Hockenheim 2002 to 2019, Nürburgring 2003 to 2020. And in the GOATs, we've got Silverstone 2010 to the present, yes. Zandvoort 2021 to the present. I'm not a fan of Zandvoort. Interlagos, absolutely agree with you, 100%. Best circuit on the calendar. Montreal, yep, I love Montreal. Spielberg, yep, that's fine as well. Imola 2020, Imola's okay. Sepang 1997 to 2017, yeah, I love Sepang. And Monza, absolutely loved it. Spa, Frankie Champs, oh my god, yes. Yes. Suzuka, no, not a fan of Suzuka. And Donington 1993, yeah, I'll go with you on that one. So there's his tier list. Vegas is a solid racetrack. I know when I first played the Definitive Edition, the free Grand Theft Auto games, it was bad, but they did fix it, but it still isn't perfect, yeah. Hockenheim should be pretty fun. Baku in the right spot as Catalonia. That's what I think. Roster didn't know anything about remastering games. Paddock 69 is Hungary in the correct spot. Zandvoort needs to come a bit back. Yes. Right, there you go, everyone. I've got to disappear. So you know what that means, don't you? Let's just get this laced up. It means it's time for the top fans before we go, which means you have 1 minute to spam the chat. I'm not going to read any of the comments you make in the next 1 minute, but you've got 1 minute to spam the chat with as many messages as you can, and then that's it. We are done. The 1 minute does not start yet. The 1 minute starts right now. Go. Spam the chat. I'm not reading any messages. Spam the chat. 1 minute to spam the chat. Come on, spam it. Spam it. Spam the chat. Come on, everyone. Spam the chat. You've got 45 seconds left. Spam it. Spam the chat. Come on. Spam it. 35 seconds left. Spam the chat. 30 seconds left. Spam the chat. Come on. That's it. Keep spamming it. 20 seconds left. 15 seconds left to spam the chat. Here we go. 10 seconds left to spam. Spam eggs. Bacon spam. Spam. 2, 1, 0. Stop spamming the chat. Thank you very much. That's it. We're done. We are done. I'm now going to do that, and I'm going to do that because the top fans list is now up on my screen. It's up on my screen. Now I've got to be very careful to make sure you don't see it. Make sure you don't see the top fans list. It's very difficult to do this. Because you can't scroll upwards. It's there. We've got it. Right, here we go then. here is this week's top fans. Down to number 8 this week it is. It's Lionel Messi. Number 7 it is. Matthew 7657. But climbing 4 places this week it is. Rum Tank. Into the top 5 now. Number 5 it is. Polish Eddie. At number 4 it is Mr. Ricola. Here's your top 3. At number 3 it is Will F1. Oh my goodness. Number 2 it is, oh my goodness, shock horror, it's the Bucks Patriots, which means the number 1 for this week is, it's Shane. Yes. There you go. Shane has won it. Shane has won it. He is the top fan for this week. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Shane is this week's top fans. Does KD know that he's lost? I don't think he does. I don't think he's here. I don't think he's here. Either that, or he's currently hitting a wall somewhere because he's lost. He's lost. Oh my goodness! There you go. Then those are the results. Unfortunately, Paddocks United not win this week. It is Shane. Wow. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? Oh no. I know. It's bad news. YouTube is even moving him down after the fact. Yes. Anyway, there you go, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. I'm just going to go to the top fans to say to everyone in the chat. Saves me scrolling up the chat. Thanks to Mr. Plynal Plessy who's in the chat. Thanks to Matthew7657. And, of course, to Drum Tank for the live coverage of him eating his burgers. Thanks to Polish Eddie. Thanks to Will F1. Thanks to the Paddock Lesbians. And thanks to Mr. Rugara. But thanks, of course, to our top fan for this week, Shane. Well done, everyone. Well done indeed. Okay, that's it. Well, I've won for the first time. Yes, you have. Well done, Shane. Well done indeed. You've done it. You've done it. I don't know where the Paddock Lesbians had suddenly disappeared to. Maybe he's fallen asleep or he's incandescent with rage. I don't know. But either way, that's it from me. Thanks everyone for watching tonight. Yes, we'll no doubt get the fallout from this next week. Yes. So thanks everyone. Don't forget, Singapore Grand Prix is on Sunday. Enjoy the Grand Prix. And I'll be back, of course, for more stuff next week. Thank you everyone and good night.